invest in the future, make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, make sure your bell notification stays lit like that. You guys will not miss out for any future updates. You guys don't want to miss out, especially when the market's testing everybody like this. We're live on YouTube, we're live on X, we're live on Rumble. Let it rumble. Let's talk about crypto today. We do got the overall crypto market cap really close to that $4 trillion market cap. Things are really just holding really strong. There was that little quick shakeout, people being tested for sure, and we're going to talk about that as well, see what's going on in the chart. I see people filling the room up right away. Really appreciate it. Make sure you guys come over here, give us a follow at XPX Token as well, making sure we're live. Yes, we are live action. Yes, lights, camera, action. Let's go, fam. All right, let's go ahead and jump right into the mix, fam. So we got BTC up barely, maybe 1% up on the week, but really this is just a little shakeout going on in the market. Nothing to be really concerned about. If you felt like you missed some of these pumps, these are those opportunities that you guys can jump into and catch you some of that, because Bitcoin is still discount, ETH is still discount, XRP still discount. BNB turned right back around on everybody. Like we say a lot of times, BNB likes to have a mind of his own, and it definitely shows that on the regular basis. So keep an eye on BNB, but just keep an eye on almost everything. There's a lot of opportunities, especially after a shakeout like that. You know, when you see a nice little pullback like we saw, nice little V-shaped correction happening on everybody, you guys definitely want to see some longs being made, right? I'm looking at CFX right now. I'm still holding that one. I think I'm up like 10% on it, but I think it'll turn into a runner out of nowhere. So I'm going to go into this just really quick, some of these details right here. While retail panic sells their ETH bags, the big players doing the opposite. In just the past 10 hours, Bitmine scooped up another 106,000 ETH worth $470 million through OTC desks like Galaxy Digital, Falcon X, and BitGo. So again, while people paper hand, while people get thinking they're figuring out, they're the next, Warren Buffett, they're the next Wolf on Wall Street. The big player, smart money, is constantly accumulating. That brings their stash to a massive 1.29 million ETH, worth 5.7 $5 billion, fam. Okay, understand what's going on right here. Understand that they don't care what the price is. Why we like price. If you're trading futures, yes, prices are going to be fun and we're going to pay attention to. If you're in for blockchain technology, blockchain adoption, stop jeeting your damn bags, fam. Honestly, look at what smart money is doing. The other day, they bought $160 million worth of BNB at the all-time high. If you had $160 million, would you do that? Would you buy BNB at the all-time high, or would you cry that, you could have bought it at 4 something when I was telling everybody to ape into BNB and not buy BNB at all? So this is what I'm talking about. The smart money is doing the complete opposite of what's actually going on with, the spaces and people saying, hey, it's over. No, watch the smart money, fam, okay? Please. This isn't small fry speculation. These are institutions quietly stacking up while the market is distracted. Stop, for the love of God, or Buddha, Muhammad, whoever you believe in. Stop getting distracted in this space. Stop it. Because we have a great amount of opportunity right here. And all we got to do for once before they set up the whole game is that we get to participate in the setting up of this new game. We didn't get to be there when they did the Federal Reserve. We didn't get to be there when they started the idea of printing this money non-stop, okay? You're right here in the inception, in the beginning phases of the new world monetary system. That's what it's going on right now. So every cycle, the same story repeats. Retail sells weakness, institutions buy conviction. The question is, when the tide turns, will you be holding or watching? That is a massive question for you guys right there. Are you guys one of the people are you doing what the rest of everybody's doing on these spaces and what's going on? Do you guys right away buy into the fear? Are you guys dumping your bags while people are buying $160 million of BNB right at the top? People are loading up on their Ethereum nonstop while people are cheating it. Did you figure it out? Do you know something that these big institutions, do you know something that they don't know? You know something that Michael Saylor doesn't know? Is that what people are saying right now? So Short-term volatility in the market, yes, nothing new, nothing to be concerned about. Long-term, where are we at, man? This is adoption happening right here. So we still don't got a sell signal on the daily chart, which I'm zoomed out, and I think a lot of you guys should really zoom out. The jittery that happens in the space is ridiculous, and I know the meme coins kind of did a number on us, where the way they cycle sometimes. You got to be able to disconnect the way you look at your meme coins, the way you look at your stables, the way you look at your BTC, the way you look at your ETH. You almost got to be you almost got to have a whole bunch of different viewpoints on how you hold certain bags. And you might have to start a whole nother wallet just to be able to do that. Like, this is my meme coin wallet. I'm only doing my meme coin dance on this. This is my Bitcoin wallet. I'm not touching my Bitcoin wallet. This is my utility play, making sure that the future of payments happens with XPX. I'm not touching my XPX because obviously all roads leads to payments. But you might have to diversify even your wallets on how you play this game, because a lot of times people blur the lines and they're missing the point right here. This is adoption happening right before your guys' eyes. So the short-term volatility we'll talk about. We still got the parabolic star giving us some sell signals right on here. We do got this shelf that is trying to hold on to. I'm just, we see this gap right here. So we're going to keep an eye on this gap 100%. It's very important that we keep an eye on this gap. Not because it's the end of the world, not because institutions are not snatching up more money. The Bitcoin's not over. This is it, fam. This is the new internet. Don't get it twisted because you got rugged a couple times. Now you're cheating your Ethereum. Now you're cheating your BTC. Now you're cheating your XPX. You don't do that. Don't get it misconstrued, okay? Don't do that. Here we go. Now, if it fills this gap, it's going to come to what we've been talking about, this previous all-time high that for the longest we were crashing into. Boom, we crashed right here. Again, we came on this nice little dip, shook everybody and their mom out, came right back out. Boom, crashed again, crashed again, crashed again. Now we're trading above this. We should be very content with these prices, with the overall crypto market cap. But you can see when the minute we start pulling back, it almost gets like, what's going on? WW3, World War III, all over. No, stop. No. The markets are going to come to us. Just did any war slow down the progress of the internet? Did any wars slow down the progress of cell phone technology? Did any Democratic or Republican Party slow down the adoption of technology? No. That's where the money's at. That and pharmaceuticals. So no matter what, it's always in their best interest to stay technologically advanced and stay on top of the ball. And that's why no matter what, it's almost like set for you to win it. I don't want to say guarantee. I tiptoed around that word because obviously this is not financial advice. But, if you can hold long enough, if you can let these markets come to you, you're in a really good winning position. You got to stay locked in. I know you're going to get tested. I made a post yesterday. I went for a nice little hike or whatever by the mountains. It's good to do that, right? Because you're not concerned. I don't got to go touch grass because I'm worried about the markets. I think in the way that you view this market is very important. A lot of times people are like, go touch some grass. Get out of here. No. I want to just go relax because I know I already won. I go about it very different. Very, very different. I already know that I won. And I remind everybody, sometimes you got to go through the valleys to get to the peaks. And there's going to be some low valleys. But that doesn't mean that every time we go through a valley that we don't see another peak when it comes to Bitcoin. We go through a valley, we see a peak. We go through a valley, we see a peak, right? And this is going to keep happening time and time again. So 110 is that price we'll pay attention to. Let's go down to the 4-hour chart, get a better bird's eye view of what's going on right now. So here we go. Remember we talked yesterday that breaking the 50, coming down really close to almost touching the 200 and bouncing off of that. And you can see where it's curling. That doesn't mean that it's automatically going to. It might even do the first case of that. First mouse, second mouse gets the squeeze and then goes up, right? So we could still be finding some consolidation as markets, get squeezed out, some boringness, some sideways trading to get that liquidity. And then we see a breakout. Or if it falls to this lower volume profile, it can go even a lot lower to some of these previous prices, down to that 110 again. It's where I would keep an eye on. If it broke the 200, most likely it's going to come down to that 110 section. If it can bounce off the 200, turn right back around to the point of control, right where this 50 moving average is at, it can most definitely break past that and start going back to the 120 where everybody really wants to see BTC. Let's keep it moving and grooving. We're right here on Solana, so we'll tap in on Solana right now. Start on the daily chart. Still no sell signal on Solana. Solana said, you know what? I'm not printing a sell signal. The degens are fully active right now, but I would keep an eye on it. Let's go to the 4-hour chart and see what's going on. a clean bounce off the 50 moving average. If it can, if it, I sit and cross stitch, I garden, find your passion that makes your heart sing while crypto does crypto stuff. Exactly. Exactly. Do what you like to do. And, I like to go by the mountains. I was even watching some of my old videos that I had of me riding motorcycles, which was absolutely amazing. But nonetheless, just it's not because you got to take it away because you don't think that the internet's not going to work or crypto's not going to work. It's going to work, right? That's just what's going to happen. So right here, we got Solana bouncing clean off the 50 moving average. We'll be very cautious because we still got sell signals. If it continued, and just because this is a green candle, if it broke this 50 moving average, we got these gaps to pay attention to. We got the point of control down here. I would keep an eye on this price down here at 176, bouncing off the 200, coming down to the point of control. Or if it did a clean bounce off of this 50 moving average, and we started to print some buy signals, you will most definitely see it come first up to this price right here at 195. And if it can break that, going right back over $200 on Solana. So, the markets are in like indecisive section right now. They're really in the middle of these volume profiles for the most part. And I like to trade from one side to the other. It doesn't mean that you can't trade it right from the middle like that and take off and do something and make a good trade happen. But I personally like to, I'd rather not get caught in the middle of the road. When these trades are right in the middle, I kind of avoid them. I'd rather come from this section over here, like looking at ETH at the 4-hour chart. Like this looks like amazing a short. Now most people wouldn't want to talk about a short because if they see it go down, that means the market's over to them. But when you start to look at the market a little bit different, and you start to separate the way you look at your certain bags, right? When you're trading futures, you look at this as an opportunity, right? You're seeing this like, okay, we got multiple sell signals. We got, it's trying to hold on to this 50 moving average, but it is at a premium up here in this, gray area. If it broke this 50 moving average and came underneath this volume profile, we could definitely see it fill this gap coming down to where this 200 moving averages tapping first at 3,800 or coming down to the point of control. A nice little shakeout at around 3,600. That would be a nice little shakeout where a lot of people would be irritated. A lot of people, there would be fear all over, and then smart money would be snatching it up all over again. That happens time and time again, over and over and over. That continues to happen. So keep an eye on these prices. Unless BTC really started to get very bullish, we got the 4-hour chart still with some sell signals. If BTC started to rally, then you can count that most of these are going to be bounces off the 50 moving average with some buy signals coming out. If BTC continues to pull back, the overall sentiment is like we're all connected. We're all connected. It's like the collective is for real, and you can feel the feelings of everybody. And BTC comes down, and you'll see the feelings of ETH come down. You'll have some random ones that'll pump up out of nowhere, like this Epic chain right here, just pump up out of nowhere for whatever reason. But for the most part, in crypto, you'll see the main ones also start to pull back with BTC. So, 4-hour chart looking pretty good. Keep an eye on these prices right here. If we broke past this, we'll definitely see some lower prices. Probably 4,000 first, but most likely coming down to touch that 200 moving average right around $3,800 Ethereum. We're looking at the downside potentials right now today, right? Because the markets are still like, I can feel it. Everybody's like, maybe, what's going on? It's like the same thing. Retail cheating, they get wrecked on meme coins, and then, they paper hand their life-changing money. And then institutions, smart money comes in and snatches it up all over again. They've been doing this since the inception of crypto, nonstop, back to back, back to back. If you guys can share this link everywhere, share it in the Telegram, share it in your Discord, share it on your X page. Make sure you guys go over there, retweet the room, retweet the space, all that good stuff. Leave some comments down below like we do in the spaces. It really helps the channel get some more engagement. And I know we got a really early stream, and that's because I got meetings all day today. So we're knocking the stream out a lot earlier today. I know we usually do it 3 p.m. Eastern time, but I basically got meetings all day today. So a lot of moving parts going on, a lot of good things for XPX, a lot of upgrades happening right now, a lot of things. And we'll get into that in just a bit, especially because we're talking about BNB. BNB doing this thing like it likes to do. Let's see where we're at. Still no sell signals on BNB, just some red candles, but this is way up here, right? We're in the premium section. It could definitely, and one of these things with the parabolic SAR that I like, when these crosses start to separate, that's a sign of the momentum dying out. When they're really tight, like cross, and then it goes cross, cross. You know that it's fading, right? It's almost like it's fading itself. So we'll see if it's going to roll over right here. If it rolls over, it's going to come, into this gap over here. Most likely touch this 50 moving average, which is around $743 on BNB. If it broke the 50, look at where this 200 moving average is at. It's creeping right up to this section right here, to the upper valley range of 686, which is kind of an area where we were fighting to get above. We would break above it sometimes, but come right back down above it again. So something to keep in mind with BNB. It does have a mind of its own, and sometimes it could do its dance like that, where it'll come down really fast and then kind of turn right back around. So these are the prices on BNB. So it can break all-time high again. Definitely, if BTC gets that kind of rally going, it could kind of do it on its own sometimes, to be honest with you. But for the most part, the markets seem a little meh. Like, even though these are prices that we should be excited, we're right next to, BNB's all-time highs. We're literally $3 away, $4 away from BNB's all-time high. So it's not really a meh market, but we live in a microwave era, I wish I would have microwaved some breakfast today, because I my breakfast was an ice cream Snickers and a Coca-Cola. I'm like an unsupervised teenager at times, I swear. Like, who is doing at 9 o'clock in the morning ice cream, Snickers ice cream with a Coca-Cola? So really doing this crypto lifestyle for real, but this microwave lifestyle as well. Sometimes, it makes us feel like it's so over so fast, right? So salute Rico, last week of August, about to melt eyebrows. Man, that's nice, bro. That's melt them, man, melt them all the way. Yeah, share the room, share this everywhere, fam. This is important to share. I know sometimes it can get redundant, but if you notice, when we practice this, we have those moments that we're glad that we are practicing, right? Like, I know sometimes it's very technical, but how many times after maybe a week or two of some technicality, and we're being all technical, you see that boom, where it's like, bam, that was that sweet spot. That's why we are grinding nonstop. That's why we were paying attention. Remember that downtrend? Remember that downtrend in BTC? Like, we forget really fast, but this downtrend right here, when it was over, I told everybody, it's over. We were from February underneath the 50 moving average. We came all the way down here. When we broke above that 50 moving average and that 200, I said, it's over. And this was a long time that it was redundant, right? That we were keeping an eye on it. But if you would have went through that with me, if you would have been subscribed to the channel, on your Ethereum was $1,800. Your BTC was $81,000, $76,000 at some times. Your BNB was like $500 and something. All at these points where I'm telling you about right now. So I know at times it's like, okay, we're being very technical, but how many times did us being very technical, and yet sometimes it takes a week, sometimes it even takes 2 weeks. Heck, even in February when that downtrend happened, it happened for a few months. Right? But it's that timing that if you stay, time in the market beats timing the market, and we're still timing it to some extent, but it gives you a different view of just be like, okay, I've been seeing it for a while. I understand it. This is the go time. This is that go time. So right now the markets are a little meh, even though we shouldn't feel like that, because I love the prices that we're at. I love where we're going with things. BNB holding really strong. Our asset backing through the roof. And but it could come down to that 750, lower prices coming into this gap, maybe into 734. That doesn't mean that the market's over. Somebody just aped in $160 million into BNB at the top. So if you cheat your BNB and you think you're being the next wolf on Wall Street and you're stabling up, here goes a big thumbs up. Go ahead and you think that I don't know. I really don't get it. Like, you better really pay attention, because I hear some spaces and I hear people saying, yeah, I'm stabling up. Okay, stable up then. Let me know how I don't want to be that stable. I like imbalance. Everything that I do is not balanced. You think I got a balanced life? You think I got balance going on? I mean, I'm eating a ice cream Snicker and a Coca-Cola for breakfast. You think there's balance going on? But man, when you're in balance and you're driven and you almost got an obsession for something, there's no balance in obsession. There's no balance in being driven. You're way on one other side. You're way, the meter's so pushed over. So, these people trying to find that balance, I notice, and I hear these people like almost, they sound really smart, and they're like, I'm going to stable this much up. Somebody with $160 million did the exact opposite of what you guys are talking about. I'm going to do what the $160 million people money do. That's what I'm going to do. I've been around other people before. I don't want to do the things that people do that don't own the things that I want. I know those people with $160 million probably got something that Mikey Pounds wants. I know those people with $160 million probably got something that Psychedelic Angel wants. Maybe something that Darren wants, something that Crypto Priest wants. I want to pay attention to what these guys are doing, these ladies and gentlemen. So, although there's short-term volatility and we might see these things happen, that does not mean that smart money is not loading up, even at its high. So that has to tell you that they're expecting more gains. They didn't buy at the top of BNB thinking we're just gonna buy BNB and diamond hand it, or we're gonna no. Their plan is to print off of that, and they bought it right at the top. So that lets you know that there's still a lot more adoption to go. Let's go to XRP. XRP fam, where are you, man? Where's my XRP fam, man? I swear, man, my XRP fam, there's a little pullback, and I don't know where they go. Come back. Don't follow broke people. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, Psychedelic Angel just put, she said it more straight up than I said it. I had to go down to speech to say it, but hey, that's where the cookie crumbles right there. Is don't follow broke people. Well, I think we all been around some of that, right? It happens. 100% factual. For starters, that 160 million, yeah, yeah, that's the first thing, right? You say, yeah, how about we just start at the 160 million that they got, that I want? Yeah, they got it, right? And if for some reason they got that, so I don't want to hear this balance stuff. That sometimes in spaces, I don't know, man. You guys don't even know what I be going through over here. Sometimes my blood is boiling. Sometimes my skin is crawling because it's just like we're stabling up. It's like, okay. Go tell the people with 160 million to go stable up. See how stable they want that to be. They fall into the Jeet hole. They do. They really do. They really, really do. Unfortunately, but you know what? Somebody has to play that role. We don't have to. And I want to talk to the XRP people. I know they've been pulling up really strong. I know when there's a little pullback, XRP people for the most part, and I'm saying this from the bottom up, you guys are not, let's get more engaged, right? Because I know sometimes there's a pullback and we're like, oh my God, I'm telling you, you guys won already. You XRP people, that's it. The cat's out of the bag. The fuse has been lit. This right here, this is the game's over. There's no more that you have to worry about with this section right here. These were the proving grounds. Everybody has to go through their proving grounds. Proving grounds that we want it, we really want it, everybody wants it. We want it. Everybody wants it. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. So anytime you see a pullback on XRP, you got a coffee you didn't order today, you didn't go to Starbucks, you didn't buy a $12 coffee, you didn't buy a $20 coffee, buy some XRP. You can get like 4 XRP right there. Yeah, it might not be what you want to get. You could have got a lot more at 60 cents, but that's neither here nor there. That time's passed. So it's just that load up time right now. Whatever you want, you're going to look like a guru. You're going to look like a genius. Now, on the daily chart, we do have a sell signal. You got to go through your valleys to get to your peaks. We got a little valley. We might bounce off of this 50 moving average. Nothing to be concerned of. Now, if we broke the 50, that's why this channel is important. We're going to talk about the downside, right? I know we get to talk about the, raise the roof and, when it's pumping and it's something, but sometimes we got to talk about what can happen to the downside. This gives you better perspective on what's actually cracking right here. And if we get another sell signal, we break the 50 moving average, then we see some lower prices. What? 280. Right here. It comes down to 240. I want to see XR people with the biggest grin on their face. I want you to do the opposite. When the rest of everybody that's, they're like, oh my God, what happened? Why are we back down to 240? We were just going to all-time high XRP. I want you to do the opposite, where your XRP people look at you're like, why are you smiling so much? Said, because I just got to buy more XRP at $2.40 instead of, at $3.15. You got to switch your attitude. You got to switch your philosophy. The philosophy, a lot of times, and shout out to Jim Rohn, man. Check that guy out. A lot of people say rest in peace, but I don't let that guy rest in peace at all, because I'm always, doing that's why I got a journal. That's why I take notes. That, a lot of the things that I do, even before XPX, was a lot of all those seminars that I watched from Jim Rohn and stuff. And you got to switch your philosophy. The philosophy is what's messing you up. I mean, one of his favorite things to say is it's not that you're not a hard worker. It's not that you're not sincere. How many of us have worked for a job and worked our butts off it's not that you're not a hard worker, right? How many of you guys have not only done this job and worked your butt off and gave it your heart and did all this and were sincere on top of it? It's not that you wasn't sincere, but how come if we got the same 24 hours in a day, same 30 days in a month, same 12 months in a year, why are other people making more money than us? And it's the philosophy the approach that we're taking on this, right? Now, we have switched our philosophy up big time. Everybody who's subscribed to the channel, everybody who's listening even later on. I know we're doing a really early show today, but like I said, I got meetings nonstop today. Right when I'm done with the stream, I'm jumping into calls back to back. It's very important for XPX, but our philosophy is switch. Do not do the same as everybody else. Switch it up. So I want to see the XRP people, if this price comes down to the point of control, bouncing off the 200 moving average, I want your XRP friends to be like, why are you smiling when we're all mad that it didn't keep going up? Right? So XRP, possible dips in the future, but nothing to be too concerned about. Let's go on the 4-hour chart, see what it's looking like. Here we go. Breaking the 50, bouncing off the 200. Looking really good. We can consolidate this way. If it can hold and print some buy signals, we come back up to the point of control to that 326, and then we start coming back up to the upper value range, all the way up to 342. We start getting back into closer to that price discovery, way up here at 367, right? So these are all opportunities to be buying more XRP. Don't buy XRP when everybody's screaming XRP. When people are scared to talk to you about it, when people are scared to mention it, and when there's fear in the market, there's blood in the streets, and there's red in the market, you load up, man. You load up. That's XRP. Welcome in, XRP fam. Let's go over to BYDFi. Let me share this with you guys really quick. Give you guys this referral link. Very important for you guys to do this. We got crypto giveaways all the time happening over here. We're going to run another one. These guys are actually doing something. And when they get back, we're definitely going to be running them all over again. So get ready for the next round of giveaways from BYDFi for sure. So come over here and check this out. Use that link right there. Tap in, join this Telegram right away, and put your UID number in there. Once you do that, DM me, and I'm gonna load your account. Once you do that, I can still load your account. So just go through these sections right here where you gotta hit that link, join the Telegram, put your UID number in there, and you guys are able to trade with some of the free money that I put in your guys' account, right? You guys can come over here, trade on MoonX, and trade your DGen plays on the Binance Smart Chain. You guys can switch it over to Solana over here if you guys like. Put it on Solana, go full DGen mode, and new listings, you guys can check what's coming out, what's not coming out, what's trending right now. Check all of that out, right? Exactly what's going on. And you guys can see that all on BYDFi. If you're somebody like me, separates your bags, and you're like, hey, when I'm worried about price and I'm looking for opportunity, I come over here to trade on BYDFi, and then what I do, and you guys see that they got cards too. You see what's going on, man? All roads lead to payments. I'm telling you guys, all roads lead to XPX. I'm letting you guys know that right now. So let's go to markets. Let's go to futures. That's what we love to do right here. Good old futures trading right here. Let's go to that CFX, man. If you're somebody who's like, hey, I take advantage of market volatility, I don't fuss about it. I'm not here to complain about it. I'm here to take advantage of market volatility. That's what I'm here to do. This thing did a nice little one. I actually got stopped out on this because you guys know I like to trade this right here. These stops happen, right? So this breakout right here, I was trading this, and then we had this wipe you out right here. Wiped a lot of people out. Now, it wasn't even that much because I've been printing on this thing for like 3 weeks straight. Like, honestly, like maybe 2 weeks or so. We've just been printing on it nonstop. Like, oh my God, it's been so amazing. These run-ups, every time it breaks out, like every time it breaks all the moving averages, it will just give you a nice little run. It breaks the moving average, just gives you a nice little run. Breaks the moving average, gives you a nice little run. Does it to the downside, gives you a run to the downside. Right here, this happens. This happens, but I'm eyeing the next little breakout because this was too much of a whip down to the downside, and this is consolidating now to the right, and I'm going to be eyeing this move again. I positioned myself very lightly right here with 21x leverage, and I'm looking for this. Now, I would most likely wait for the break over the 99 moving average as well, and I like to use, obviously, my indicators over here on TradingView to give me that bird's eye view. But we're starting to see a little bit of what's going on here. Now, I'm looking at it on smaller time frames. It's starting to come on into this section. I can see what is going to happen. You start to get an idea for this thing, right? Let's go to the daily chart. 4-hour chart really quick. This is what I'm looking at. If it can bounce off of this thing, print some buy signals, We can see this run right back to the point of control, 21 cents, and possibly even the upper value range of 24 cents. This thing, when it runs and it does these pops, it just does it. It just does really good. It's got a nice little shakeout on it. It got shooken out, but now I'm eyeing it. So if you're looking for some trades, some future longs, take a look at this one right here. This is kind of like a nice little play right here. Now, it's kind of boring right now. It's kind of quiet, but keep an eye on it because when it breaks out, it really does it dance. Do not front run this thing because obviously, even right here, I could have just, I was in the green for a second when this first breakout happened, but we were waiting for a run out. You can't predict this type of action right here. This was flushed it down, right? We're like, whoo, we're like, whoa, that was nice. They're not all winners. Nobody wins nonstop, and this right here is a perfect example of. Even me and Blunt were talking about it before we went live. He was like, "How was that CFX?" I was like, "Man, I just woke up and I was stopped out because this happened right here, right?" So, but for the most part, these trades right here, that boom right there, like nonstop. I've been trading this thing. Even this one, I mean, absolutely amazing. And there's going to be more of these to come with this one. These China blockchains are going to do really good. Conflux is going to creep up as more people start to build on this blockchain. It'll probably creep up, and it's actually a lot of fun to trade. I like to make it fun for myself, right? All right, let's go ahead and go over to XPX. Fam, this is the project I launched with an epic team. We got a fantastic community. We got massive utilities all around the world. People are using them every single day. And we are a project focused on payments, fam. We've been doing this before. Everybody's starting to catch up with the meta right now. We're starting to see a lot of people come about and starting to sound a lot like X Pays X, right? An electronic cash system, peer-to-peer system right here built for over 13 months. We've been doing it, fam. Not doing the catch up, not, rugging people for 13 months on meme coins and then trying to get creative and trying to do payments now because people are figuring out that all roads leads to payments. If you guys want to jump into the payment infrastructure, do it with a project that's been doing it for a while already. Do it with a contract that's already been proven that we have, massive amount of utilities. We have a real company. We have a real project. We're not playing catch up to the space. We've already been building in this space. So I'm going to give you guys a website. Like I said, I'm the developer. The rest of the team, David, Ali, Marlon, we are knocking it out the park, and we got a fantastic community. If you guys want to learn more about it, join our Telegram, and we got some giveaways for you guys that we're going to talk about in just a bit. $100 giveaway at XPX, so you guys don't want to miss out for that. But let me go into the details of XPX right now. You guys can off-ramp 70 different cryptocurrencies, okay? 70 different cryptocurrencies, which is massive. You guys got bill payments, which is huge. XPX Pay Portal allows you to pay your own or other people's bills, non-KYC in countries across the world. Over 40,000 companies. Choose over 70 different cryptocurrencies, multiple blockchains. Select the one you want to pay with and let us do the rest. There's actually going to be more. This is some alpha for you guys that are listening. We just broke over 100 listeners. We're going to be adding more than the 70 different cryptocurrencies. So like I said, there's a lot of things going on in the background right now, a lot of API upgrades, a lot of technical stuff that people really don't care about, but there's going to be some cryptocurrencies. And this is the thing with XPX. We get to continue to add these things to continue to stay relevant to the space. And because we've been doing this for so long and we haven't been playing catch up and our white paper's there, this is why we're at this point where we can continue to add on to this. So we're going to be adding some more to this. That's going to be a bit of alpha for you guys where we're super tapped into the market. So we know that there's going to be some meta with certain cryptocurrencies coming out. And when they come out and these things print and all this hype is around them, people want to off-ramp that cryptocurrency. So that's why it's important for us to continue to add these that we know in the future are going to be ones that are going to pump. And obviously, I know some of them, okay? I pay attention to this really, really good. So next thing is, of course, is the XPX Visa card, MasterCard, off-ramp your crypto on multiple blockchains with over 70 different cryptocurrencies. Choose from the XPX virtual card, no limit, and easily, seamlessly connect your Apple, Google Pay, or Samsung Pay. You can even do PayPal and stuff. You can actually use that card through the PayPal. Choose the XPX physical gold card with over physical gold card with 150K limit. And you can also use it at ATMs. We're actually going to update this because now we got the plastic cards. I'm glad I'm going over this because, we got a bunch of things going on. We got to update the website, that's for sure. There's going to be some updates to it. But we definitely got to add that we just released the plastic cards as well. And that is the tap to pay feature for those plastic cards. Do not miss out on this project, fam. You guys will hear, if you guys have been a part of this, if you guys been hearing this for a while, X Pays X, a peer-to-peer electronic kiss, you guys been around it already. You guys do not fall for the next shiny thing that's just trying to portray what we've already been doing for a long time. So lock in with us 100%. Don't miss out on this. I want you guys to come over here to xpxpay.com. Let me get this link right here. Let me copy this. Yeah, the plastic card is nice. That one's nice. That one's been working really good for everybody. Some countries actually their terminals are really strict on the tap to pay feature. Here in the States, we're still, inserting, swiping, tapping. We're doing everything. The United States, as long as you're going to give it, we'll accept it any kind of way. We don't care. But, a lot of countries I've seen where, they're really strict where, tap to pay. So if you're one of those countries, if you're in the UK, maybe that's a case also in Australia. Definitely get the tap to pay because that one works a lot easier and a lot more terminals for people. So you guys can come over here to Crypto Bill Pay as well and check out all the utilities that we've released over the 13 months and more to be released. There's more to be released. There's more to be released. Like I said, there's some important meetings that I have today. Actually, there's just meeting after meeting after meeting today. Like after this live stream, I'm going to go enjoy the sun for about, a good 20 minutes. Just do my USA, my kumbaya that everybody should do, right? That moment for yourself, and just lock right back into meeting after meeting after meeting, Zoom call after Zoom call. Which is it's cool because a lot of this stuff comes right off of the Rare Evo event. A lot of this stuff comes from the networks and contacts I made, at the Top Golf event for Cardano developers. And there's a lot of moving parts. Now, a lot of these things take time, obviously, but these meetings are the beginning steps. We met the people. We exchanged phone numbers with the people. We've been talking to people. We stayed in contact. A lot of people really have been staying in contact with me. They're like, hey, hey, right? Because XPX has been doing a lot of what people are trying to do right now. All roads lead to payments. I don't care if you're an NFT, if you're metaverse, if you're hopping around, whatever you're doing, at some point you're gonna have to use that, right? And you're gonna have to use that in the real world. So whether your metaverse is successful, you're gonna have to put some gas in your car no matter what, right? Come over here and use it. If your NFTs, they mint it out and the NFTs are everywhere and you're trading some of your NFTs and they're doing fantastic, I'm sure you're gonna sell some, and people lying there, like, I'm not getting rid of my NFT. They're gonna, you know what you're gonna do? Go take your girl out for dinner. Go get a gift card. Go load her card. Go do something nice for somebody, right? Whether your meme coin, whatever it's gonna be, you guys are gonna print at some point, and all roads leads to payment. So come over here, get ready, get your cards ready, get already positioned, make your account on the dashboard. Come over here and make an account and register. You guys can do it right off the widgets. It's really easy. But if you want to open a business account, come right over here to open your business accounts, and I'll jump right into the business account stuff right here. We'll get into Just Shop Crypto. We'll talk about the giveaways, and then we're going to talk about all the projects that we got up on the tickers. We're going to have some fun before we got to jump into these meetings in about 20-something minutes, right? Yep. Love getting vitamin D. Same, man. I got to get out there and just relax, have that moment, leave my phone upstairs, just leave it alone, because we got to disconnect from this stuff. I got 4 screens in front of me, that you can, plus my phone and all kinds of stuff. Like sometimes you got to disconnect, right? XPX is the gift that keeps on giving 100%. Christmas time for gift cards, love it. That's what we're going to do. Christmas is not going anywhere. At least anytime soon, it's not going anywhere, right? So gift cards are here to stay, fam. Okay, payments are here to stay. I want you guys, if you guys are listening in right now, if you guys have a business out there, whether you're a crypto business, a crypto project, or you're a real world business and you guys are tuning into this channel, like I said, I'm the dev with an amazing team. It's a dev team. It's not just me. These guys are freaking epic. I'm telling you, there's some big things happening behind the scenes, and we got one of the best communities in all of DeFi building this thing out together. If you guys have a business in the real world, if you guys want exposure to Web3, if you're a Web2 business and you're like, hey, I'm waving my hand, how do I get into Web3? Well, this is the best way to do it right now. You wave your hand. We're calling on you right now. Come over here, make a business account. Not only will your business be able to create invoices, accept cryptocurrency, but you will be able to pay your employees in cryptocurrency. Okay, you guys will be able to, send it to them via email. They'll be able to click on it, click whether they want to go via XPX Gold Card, XPX plastic tap to pay card. They want to do a non KYC bill payment, but you can pay your employees. So this is going to be massive. If you think that this is not going to be a huge part of the space, you got another thing coming. How many people in your spaces that you guys hang out with and you guys hear the spaces, you guys hear the shows over and over and over and over and over and over again, have you heard anybody allowing the businesses to pay their employees in cryptocurrency? Don't worry, I'll wait. All right. Not happening, right? And this is going to happen in the space, because if we believe the end goal is crypto adoption, then obviously employers will have to come to the crossroads of paying their employees in cryptocurrency. Now, do you want to be the project, or do you want to be the people that are trying to do it right now, where they're scrambling to try to figure out, we're going to do like XPayX. That's what we're going to do. We're going to stop. Get your business together. Do it right now. This is the time to go. Foot on the gas. If you're in Web 2 and you're trying to come into Web 3, this is it right here. This is the exposure. Not only will you have your business account, not only will you be able to accept cryptocurrency, but also pay your employees. You will get direct access to all of what we're building, as far as communities, as far as the power of DeFi, as far as the exposure that you get. Let's be honest, this is not the run-of-the-mill cryptocurrency project. You get daily exposure the minute you are anywhere near XPX. Daily marketing. So this is one of the easiest ways for you or your project or your business in the real world, or your project that's using this infrastructure, to get easy marketing done. It's very easy. Not just some screen that's playing for hours, nobody's watching, it's just running for hours. No, you're getting real exposure, real engagement, okay? There's a difference between just throwing a piece of paper in the air, and there's a whole nother difference between you handing the piece of paper and somebody actually reading it. You could throw a bunch of flyers everywhere and just leave it running nonstop. That doesn't mean that anybody's engaging with it. So it's important to get the people to engage, okay? We're going to get your business engaged with cryptocurrency if you guys are trying to come into Web3 from the Web 2 world. Now, if you're a project, oh yes, there's more, and I'm on one. It's one of those days, fam. I'm on one because a lot of meetings today, a lot of people messing up in the market, when this is the future. Let me adjust the chair. Let me get comfortable for you guys really quick, because there's some massive things going on over here as well. Let's just back-to-back stuff, right? It's like staying locked in is such a... Man, I love it. I actually love being locked in. The other day, I literally was locked in till I passed out outside, and I woke up from twitching so freaking hard, and I was like, okay, I think I took a nap. I'm not sure. Let me go upstairs. Let me go into the office and let's see if I can grind a little bit more. And then I got into the recliner, and I was like, I'm just going to sit in the recliner for a second. I'm not going to, and I passed out. And I like it. That's completely in balance. I'm not trying to look for no balance. I'm trying to go hard, driven all the way, because this is the .com moment that deserves all of you. And it doesn't have to be the financial part of you, okay? Make sure that your home is taken care of. Make sure that everything's good. I'm talking about all of you, as far as what you're doing for the space, how you're staying educated in the space. You don't have to keep buying. You could just keep learning. So like that, you can figure out how to be more profitable in other areas as well, okay? So Just Shop Crypto. This is creative marketing at its finest. Okay, at its finest. And I absolutely love this thing. This thing is getting a shape of its own. And then we got an amazing community. Again, if you're trying to get exposure, if you're tired of the echo chamber, if you're tired of hearing this is the perfect place for you guys to get some cross-pollination. And the sooner you do it, the better. Big shout out to all of you guys who have been ordering the CBC merch. That's why I love this channel. This is what we have the power to do. I told everybody, if you buy a CBC merch off of Just Shop Crypto, I will reimburse you with XPX tokens. All you have to do is make a post on X, tag XPX token, tag me, tag Zach Humphreys, tag the Crypto Breakfast Club, and you'll be reimbursed, and you'll be rocking crypto merch. And we are creating the catalyst. This is creative marketing. A lot of people want to throw a boulder on the land, and it doesn't do no ripple effect. This is Just Shop Crypto. We get the listings. We get the tags. We get the spaces. We get this. This is what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to shake up the space. Kicking up dust is a must. If you guys want to kick up some dust, get your project listed over here, where you're going to get exposure to the Crypto Breakfast Club, which is epic, and we're going to talk about them in just a bit, where you guys can get your project listed with merch, accessories, chanclas, sandals, so you guys can show off your feet to Saphir. I love my brother, him and his foot fetish. I support his foot fetish. I'll support you no matter what. Okay, and they're all the same price no matter what size you get. Nice. I'm about to order these so I can take some pictures for Saphir, and you guys can buy these really, really easily, fam. This is really easy to do. Enjoy this, and this is part of being the catalyst. You guys get to take pictures. You guys get to show off. Yeah, they're flip flops. I understand that, but they're XPX flip flops. Something's happening right here. This was all notebook journal stuff. This is look at Saphir laughing. Oh yeah, you know I got you on my mind. When your ears ringing, don't think it's somebody else talking. It's either TK or me. How about that? I'll share with TK. I'll only share with TK. That's it. Oh my God, I love this. So let's go over to the Crypto Breakfast Club. We got about 15 minutes because I got some meetings to jump into. Let's go to the Crypto Breakfast Club because there's some giveaways and I want to talk about Kendu as well. They're working on the designs. We're going to see Kendu listed next. Is XPX a new token? It's not a new token. We've been live for 13 months. You guys don't want to miss out on this. We've been live for 13 months. Our pay portal's been live for almost 12 months with over 6 figures in paid orders. I'm the dev, and we're not playing around. I've been a YouTuber since 2021. I'm not leaving the space. So get a bag, park it, because all roads lead to payment. I don't care what you're doing in the space. All roads lead to X pays X. All right. Super bullish on that. Let's go to some giveaways. I know you guys want to hear that. Crypto Breakfast Club. I want you guys to come over here and give the Crypto Breakfast Club a big follow. Not a little follow, a little pretend follow. No, a big follow, okay? A big follow, not the regular, just hit the follow button. I want you to obliterate the follow button because there's some massive things. These partnerships take time to grow, but the Crypto Breakfast Club, Just Shop Crypto, this team is working on some big things that's going to help out, the overall bringing some hype to the space, bringing some engagement, right? Here we go. We got 2 giveaways that I want to talk about for you guys that I think is super bullish. The first one I'm going to talk about is Kendu. So guys, XRugged doing a bunch of giveaways today. Thanks to XPX Token for coming and bringing the Kendu Chads out. Yes, we brought the Kendu Chads to the Crypto Breakfast Club. Don't everybody say wag me this, wag me that, but you never really see it, right? You never. Talk is so cheap in this space. I swear, we could stack it up and it'll probably still be only worth 50 cents or 50 pence for my people across the pond. It's like it'll still be worth like absolutely nothing. It's like this is the WAGMI movement. This is us working together to be the catalyst. And I've been using this from Kendu because I love it. Stop waiting around to be the catalyst. You don't have to wait around for some dev floating around on a magic carpet like Aladdin with his legs crossed. Like if he's gonna bring you don't have to wait around for that. This is all of us grinding together. I'm just a guy with a microphone and a camera, just like you, with a crazy amount of ambition and a great team and community to make all of this happen. You guys can do this too. So if you guys want to do this, come over here to the Crypto Breakfast Club. Also, join the Kendu chats because you guys can win $100 worth of Kendu by doing the following. Follow the Crypto Breakfast Club page. Follow Kendu. Join their Telegram. Let them know, hey, that crazy dude with the laser eyes hidden behind the sunglasses told us to come to the Kendu chats. Hey, Crypto Breakfast Club. Zach Humphreys paid Zach from Subway. Some crazy dude with sunglasses said, come over here, right? Here you guys go. Another one right here. Guys, one of our other giveaways from today's space was $100 worth tokens from XPX. Follow Crypto Breakfast Club. Follow XPX Token. Join their Telegram. Simple. Very easy. Where do I buy XPX? Buy it over here, fam, and then stake it. You can buy it and then stake it. And just let me work for your bag nonstop. And I'm going to change a lot of people's lives. So is this team. And I'm not going to do it alone. This community is going to make it happen with us. And same thing for the Kendu Chads. This is about one of the healthiest daily charts you can find in crypto. So go ahead, buy it on that Smart DeFi, then stake it, make passive income nonstop, and enjoy the ride with us. And I will change a lot of people's lives. You guys will see that. So let's keep on going on this giveaway real quick. This Crypto Breakfast Club giveaway, I'm going to give you guys this. We got some great views on this. Let me share this link right here as well. You guys can go through these stages, join our Telegram. Let me share this link right here. This one right here for the Kendu Chads. Let me post this one right here. Boom, shakalaka. That's the type of day we're having for sure. Okay, so all good right there and all set. Shout out to them also doing some things with VeChain, giving some tickets away. Man, you guys can be going to Paris. Oui. Hello. You guys trying to have some coffee in Paris? You know? Come over here, give these guys a follow, tag a friend you would like to go with. Retweet this out. Winner will be picked in a couple of weeks. So pretty cool. Don't pick me out. I'm not in the mood to go to Paris, so pick somebody else. I got the tower here in Las Vegas. I live in the metaverse basically. So if I got the urge to go to Paris, I just go to the Las Vegas Strip and I go to the Eiffel, I go to the tower right there, and it's good to go. So let's go to Kendu really quick and go to their page, and then we'll check out some quick plays, some things that has happened, some plays that we've called that are pumping up really good. Kendu's looking fantastic. This is an easy play for you guys, just to DCA, 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 and just set it and forget it. Let the Kendu Chads work for you. Go join their Telegram before you start buying and all that crazy stuff. Join their Telegram. And you're like, okay, this is an easy place to park a bag because I know that they can go up to 200 and something million. The Paris Hotel, you already know. You guys can see that it has a potential to go up to 250 mil, all over again. So this could be a place to park it. You join the Telegram, you see that these guys are working nonstop. The ladies and gentlemen, the Chads and Chadettes in this community are grinding nonstop. And if you guys want to learn more about this project, it's only going to take that one little, and then it's over. Everybody's going to start to funnel back into this amazing project. And look, they got a space going right now. Make sure you guys raid these spaces from them. They're at the Showdown Utilities versus Memes space. Shout out to them shaking it up over there. We are live, Utilities versus Memes. The winner is Kendu. There you guys go, man. Go check that out right there. We got Zach from Subway right here. Okay, look at that. Nova over here listed. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. There you guys go. You guys can go over there, swap Nova. I think he's going to be adding XPX too. There you guys go. This is what the Kendu Chads are on most of the time. The guy got everybody's attention now. If I leave this screen like this, the views will probably shoot up out of nowhere and be like, what is he talking about? That's why meme coins work. Meme coins bring in retail because of stuff like that. If I can't put I can't put that on Bitcoin. It doesn't work the same. Shout out to the Kendu Chads. What is this? This looks fun. Nice. Turned up in this, I bet. They was turned up right here. This is the turn up crew right here. This is the turn up crew right here. The turn up crew. There you guys go, man. The Maestro bot. Kendu, make some noise. There you guys go, man. Shout out to them as well. All right, here we go. So Kendu's looking really good. Let's go to a couple plays that I want to talk about, and then we're going to wrap it up. Like I said, I got meetings all day today, which I'm actually excited about, and I just want to have that moment of clarity. Let's go to MK really quick to Meme Link. We got him up on the ticker, of course, and then we're going to go to CC Dog, one that's pumped up really hard, and then we're going to be wrapping it up, man. I appreciate you guys pulling up. But we got Meme Link with their NFTs, and we also got Meme Link trending on Ethereum coin. So if you guys come up here, Meme Link is trending number 7. That's pretty cool, man. And they're holding strong. They are holding very, very strong. Pablo just did a live stream. Meme Link 5-day live stream. $100 buys challenge on August 20th. So in 4 days, here you guys go. Here you guys go right here. Man, look at the views on that stream. That's fantastic, man. Look at this. We got Meme Link is a true social media freedom powered by blockchain technology. MK, the public beta is live. If you guys want to go check it out. If you guys don't want to get banned, no shadow bans, no filters, go check it out right there. What else we got right here? We can build an ecosystem overnight, but we do it faster than anyone ever did. So these are some of the characters I'm assuming in the game that's probably going to Monkey Kong Racing, which is fun. That sounds fun already because who doesn't love Mario Kart? I mean, remember those days? And Nintendo 64, that was fun. So Meme Link doing his thing over here. Give them a follow at Meme Linked. And man, they're holding strong, holding right above that $5 million market cap. I've shown you guys a lot of plays before 5 million, then they broke 5 million, then they broke 10 million. When they come back down to 5 and you see them constantly holding that $5 million market cap, that shows you they got a strong community. When they start going way under, and this one, it got shooken out. It came down to 2 and you could have loaded back up on it and it went right back up to 15 million, but it's come back down. But you can see how it constantly fights and gets right back over 5 million. That tells you a lot that the community wants this. Obviously, the dev is always there and very present, Pablo Crow. But they want this, right? And that's what it takes. It takes a community to really want this, okay? Another community that really wants this is CC Dog. This is one of those plays that I told you guys about very, very early on. Everybody should have printed on this one. Super early. You're welcome. Thank you. Come again. Here we go. CC Dog pumped super hard. And here we go. We get to talk once again. I know sometimes it's like, Rico, the 5 million to 10 million. But when we keep practicing that site, we get to see when we get to do it, right? We get to pay attention when it's, hey, this one's looking like that pattern again. It's looking like that breaks 5, breaks 10, goes a lot higher. I get to print, right? And we called this one super early down here, just underneath $1 million market cap, talking about CC Dog. There was even a little pullback where you could have got some more. And then we had this, the first breakout where a lot of people could have been like, nice. They could have G'd their bags because we called it before this first leg up. If you G'd your bag, you missed out on this. Now, there was the Jerry the Turtle project that did a similar pattern to this, and I want you guys to understand this pattern. I've seen it before where this happens. It starts to march on the $5 million market cap, and then it breaks at 10. This right here being at 5.4 is pretty powerful. We know that that brand recognition is like over 90% of the battle when it comes to marketing. Everybody knows this dog. For the most part, you know this dog. And when you see stuff like this, new paw print is spotted near the sheep army's den. Something furry and surprisingly fast is joining the pack. This is Courage CC Dog right here. This is Sheep promoting this stuff. This is something that's most likely going to have more stuff happening. They got the Sheep magazine, and this is also a recipe that I suspect that we're going to be seeing for the next couple months. How long is this recipe going to be extremely successful? I don't know. But I know that CC Dog and the base bonk plays that I gave you guys were some of the first ones to do this. Right? CC Dog right here. And I mean, listing after listing after listing. Then you got the Sheeb announcement. I really think that this one you will see over $10 million market cap. That you are still very early on this one. This was just the first pullback after that rally. If it continues to hold this $5 million market cap and you see that rally on ETH push strong again, we're going to see that push towards that 10 million. If it breaks 10 million, what can happen? 15, 20. What can it look like here? I'll give you an example. That's the best way to go about it. This is what it can look like. This is what it can look like. Now, they're always not going to be very picture perfect, but I want you guys to understand this is all this pregame before, you know, the 5 million. This is 5 million, 5 million, 5 million, 5 million. Break the 5 million, 10. Broke the 15, went all the way up to 20 something, came back down. And I was telling everybody, hey, you see how it doesn't want to go underneath the 5 million? They have too much marketing going on. They got too many exchange listings going on. When you let something go back, when you let your favorite project go over 10 mil and this happens, this is most likely more stuff to come. And what happens is you get to see this thing go right back. And now it's at $16 million market cap. Everybody who G'd their bags through here, not knowing that the dev team is just getting things ready for the next push up, you're wrong. You got the answer wrong. You're supposed to just load up more down here at 5 million because it's proved to you that it has the potential to go even that much higher. And now we're seeing that right now with ETH having a pullback, and it's really not even phasing this thing. And here we go, man. I mean, that thing's pretty nice. That up, back down, going right back up. Not picture perfect. Up, back down, going right back up. Not picture perfect, but you guys see it right there. And it looks like this one, especially if the markets can continue going good, we'll see that continuation. Especially if it just starts holding 15 million, and then breaks 25 and starts holding 25, holding 25. The team keeps pushing. The community keeps grinding. This thing has a lot of potential to go a lot higher. So if you're holding a project and it's underneath $5 million market cap, don't cheat yourself. Treat yourself. If you see a working dev team, if you see a community built around it, if you see them grinding nonstop and it's making higher floors, give it time. Let the markets come to you. Don't be like everybody else, okay? Just do the opposite. You're going to be perfectly fine. Do what the people did with $160 million the other day. They aped in even at the top of BNB. People, you need to switch up the philosophy. Right now, adoption is still happening. We have not hit our all-time highs for BTC. We have not hit the altcoin season. We are in a bull run. I personally believe that we're in a super cycle. Now, I could be wrong, but if these were called bull runs with no ETFs and everybody, all the politicians, all the Mr. Wonderfuls, everybody around the world saying bad crypto, naughty crypto, no good crypto, and these were bull runs. These were considered bull runs. What can we call the one that has Bitcoin ETF, Ethereum ETF, ETF after ETF after ETF, politician after politician, after next person, after next country, after this country, all adopting cryptocurrency. Should we call it a bull run like this bull run? Should we call it a bull run like this bull run? Or are we possibly in the most important part of cryptocurrency history compared to just like the inception of it? Right now, it's the adoption of it. This is a different time in cryptocurrency. Appreciate you showing our project on your streams. Altitude, yeah, shout out to you guys, man. Definitely keep pulling up, man. We're gonna keep pulling you guys up. You guys got somebody that's really, amazing to me in this space. Shout out to Psychedelic Angel, and that's why it was easy to cover that one, even at the market cap. And I'm glad to see you guys doing really, really good. You guys really deserve it, and it's proof that it doesn't always have to have high volume. Determination is way better than fake numbers. Real communities better than fake communities. Real convictions better than fake promises, and that's why you guys have been doing so great, right? Yeah. So we're not done, and I really believe, like I said, we're in a super cycle. Projects like Altitude, projects like XPX that are building and things that make sense. You guys don't want to miss out because a lot of people are going to try to call the top like if they're bull run experts, but are they super cycle experts? What happened to gold when it became an ETF? It went up for 8 years straight. Coincidentally enough, 8 years divided by, right? Isn't that 2 Bitcoin halvings? 4 and 4? 8, right? I think that's a super cycle. Bitcoin ETF, super cycle, this halving, and it'll last through this one right here, and FOMO will happen. And even pullbacks over here, what does it, I mean, what? A pullback after the next halving, and on the right side of the chart of Bitcoin is $500,000. Did you cry or did you buy? Were you selfish and only wanted a Lamborghini for you and left nothing behind for anybody else? What is your story going to be about? Is it that you just bought a bunch of crap that you already have right now for yourself and you didn't leave nothing behind? Is that you're fine? And that's an okay story. You know, I mean, if that's what you want your story to be, that's fine. But I think a lot of people, if you lock in and you really pay attention to what's going on, especially right now in this cycle with the level of adoption, it's really hard for me to call this the same bull run as the other ones and give it the same title when adoption is on steroids right now. How much? When we first started covering this thing was mainly gray. We just added another one. This was mostly gray. We have 5 states left. Do you think that they're not going to? You don't think this is going to turn orange? And doesn't the rest of the world follow the United States? Although some people might say nah, and they might be bitter. This is not the channel for that. I really don't care. I like to print, okay? But they do, right, to a certain extent. And you can count that the rest of the countries, the rest of the world, every country in the rest of the world are going to keep adopting cryptocurrency. And I think that we were actually late to the party. You know, I think that we're being a little bit stuck up for too long, you know, and this administration really, you know, cut the red tape on America being left behind on the future of the new monetary system. So everything will be on the blockchain. Your medical records, your car title, your house title, your liens that you have, your loans that you have, you know, your debt that you have, everything will be on the blockchain, just like everything's on the internet. So don't mess this up, fam. Lock in. Keep a wallet just for your fun stuff, but separate your main plays, your conviction plays for a separate bag, almost like a cold storage thing with your Bitcoin, because you don't want to mess this up. You know, people are trying to call the top when we're really, I believe, in a super cycle. We'll see if I'm right and wrong. If I'm wrong, then we'll be like, hey, we're wrong, and we just had a normal bull run. But even if it pulls back, it's still, you know, on this side, on the right side of the chart, 165K Bitcoin. So adoption is happening like never before. This is the adoption cycle. That's what we can call it. And for sure, I believe that we're in the eye of the hurricane, and it's just really calm. There's not that many things being thrown around, so people don't notice. But if you really look around, you know, don't get caught up exactly where we're at, because sometimes we're just in the eye of the hurricane. We're paying attention to the spaces. We're paying attention to the people flooding our bags, or, you know, we're in the eye of it. But when you look around and you zoom out and you look around, it's like the whole world's being twisted around for cryptocurrency. And yes, I just waved my hands like a like a crazy dude on stream for you guys, and because got to get you guys' attention. This is a different time that's happening. So adoption right now, we're in the eye of the hurricane in a super cycle for Bitcoin and blockchain technology. This was a fantastic stream. I appreciate you guys pulling up. Like I said, if you guys got any questions, this is the project I launched with an amazing team and now with an amazing community backing us up. Come over here, give us a follow at XPX Token. Get yourself a bag, stake the bag. If you guys got any questions regarding the token or regarding how we can help you guys off-ramp your cryptocurrency, let us know. Whether you're an individual or you're a project or a business in Web 2 that don't want to get left behind from Web 3, definitely contact us so we can make sure your business can also accept cryptocurrency. And when your employees are ready to get paid in crypto, you guys can also do that as well. Come check us out at Crypto Bill Pay. I'm going to post this one. And if you guys can, like, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys can't do that, continue to come back.